Mountaineering. Mountaineering related activities include traditional outdoor climbing, skiing, and traversing via ferratas that have become sports in their own right. Otherwise, it is known as mountain climbing. It's a very popular outdoor sport. There are there are thousands of mountains in the world, all with their own unique terrain and their own challenges and excitements. Essential equipment for mountaineering: maps and compass. You need to carry a map when you are doing a hike, and you need to also learn how to find your location on it based on the landmarks and trail junctions marked on it. It's good to practice this even you're just hiking in the easiest trail. Sun protection. It's always a good idea to carry a hat, lip balm, and some sunscreen to prevent sunburn when you're out in the open area. Sunglasses can also be very helpful, particularly during dry season, to prevent dust and sun rays. If you're too sensitive to the sun, you should also consider wearing special sunproof clothing. First aid supplies. When you go hiking, it's important to bring a few first aid supplies along for yourself or for other people you're hiking with. The easiest thing to do is to buy a travel medical kit for about 99 pesos. You can also assemble your own for much less. Para makatipid. Fire. If you unexpectedly have to spend a night out because you misjudged the distance you needed to hike, you got lost, make a fire. The most reliable way we've found to make a fire is to use a fire steel, which is a flint-like device that throws a lot of sparks and fire starter like cotton. So, eto. Ganito yung example niya. So, eto siya. Yun. Diba ganun? Tapos you need a cotton pad. Mag-start na like cotton balls covered with Vaseline. Multi-tool and repair kit. You don't need to bring a huge knife when you go hiking. In fact, scissors are more a necessity than a knife, so it's best to bring along some kind of Swiss Army knife or Leatherman style multi-tool. You can also take a small roll of duct tape, safety pins to patch up broken or torn tent. So, this is an example of a Swiss Army knife. I mean yung small lang pang camping. So, may knife, compass, tapos yung flint for fire. Tapos, in case of emergency, may whistle din. Nutrition. Hiking is also an exercise and you need to eat to keep your body going if you're going hiking for more a few hours. It's good to bring along healthy trail snacks with good balance or carbohydrates, protein, and fat, or a sandwich if you plan on all-day hiking. If magpa-plan ka naman na mag-hike like 24 hours, you should bring some food for take. The advantage and disadvantage of mountaineering is that there are numerous benefits to mountaineering. The most obvious benefits are improving both your physical fitness and cardiovascular fitness, as well as reducing body fat through aerobic exercise. And the disadvantage is that if one lives at lowering altitude and exercise a hiking trip to the heights, one may encounter height sickness including lightheartedness, weakness, moderate migraine, and vomiting. And it is more difficult to trek during a rain. A very hot day can also make a trek arduous, especially in exposed environments. There are 5 places for mountaineering in here in the Philippines. Number 1 is the top favorite with the climber due to variety of reason. It is Mount Makiling because has varied vegetation spread across its hilly terrain. The summit can be reached by bus in a total of 3 hours from Metro Manila, and the base of the hike is at St. Thomas, Batangas. While the overall journey can be a lot exhausting due to the tough challenges posing at every step, this has not deterred the climbers from trying it out. Second is Mount Tapulaw Zambales. It can be rightfully termed as an endless trail due to a variety of reasons. The exhilarating and starving journey to the summit is encountered by uneven, rocky soil of the gradient which has a reddish appearance. The peak also rewards the climbers with a winding trail that can be difficult at times. After a few hours of the climb to the pine forest, one can also soak in the view of surroundings. The journey to the base point of the mountain Zambales can be traversed in 5 hours from Metro Manila. Third, Mount Apo, Davao del Sur. This is an old veteran standing upright among all the other mountains in the country. Looming sternly over Davao City, Mount Apo can be rightfully hailed as one of the oldest mountain ranges with so many synonyms to its name. It does not come as a surprise that conquering the peak is every climber's dream, blessed with mossy forests along its trail. The peak is also home to Lake Venado. Fourth, Mount Pulag, Benguet. It is yet another coldest mountain range in the country that awaits you. The peak is also regarded as the third highest in the entire nation and has a chilly atmosphere surrounding it. The journey to the base point will take you an average of 9 hours, 6 hours bus ride from Metro Manila to Baguio City, 3 hours to Ambangeg. The total hike to the campsite can take 5 hours to reach, where one can spend the rest of the night. Mossy forests along with the bed of clouds wait to embrace you at the peak while sunrise. And last but not the least, Mount Bacolod, Batangas. The summit is postcard perfect for people who rely on revitalizing hike rather than a weary one. The overall duration to the base point will take a 2 to 3 hours bus ride from Metro Manila. Another 2 hours can be invested in taking a climb up to the Rookies, where one can witness Taal Lake, Taal Volcano, and nearby town of Batangas, and Tagaytay Highlands in full glory. Also in the distance, a clear shadow of Mount Makiling can be seen, adding another highlight to your trip. 3 inspiring Filipinas who conquered the world's highest mountains. Number 1. Noel Wenceslao. On May 16, 2007, at 8:10 a.m. Philippine time, Noel officially became the first Filipino female mountain climber to reach the top of the 29,035-foot Mount Everest in Nepal. She was part of the 3 female mountaineer contingent who would be recognized as the first 3 Filipinas to reach the peak of Mount Everest. The other 2 are Karina Dayondon and Janet Ballermin. 2. Karina Dayondon. Karina is a tactical officer, LTJG, Lieutenant Junior Grade in the Philippine Coast Guard, and is officially the second Filipino woman to have reached the top of Mount Everest on May 16, 2007. But according to the 37-year-old mountain climbing dreamer, her mountaineering days are far from over. After Everest and up to 2015, she climbed no less than Mount McKinley, Alaska, USA, Mount Elbrus, Caucasus, Russia, Mount Kosciuszko, Australia, and Mount Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. Unfortunately, these succeeding climbs went unnoticed by the Philippine media. Number 3. Janet Ballermin. Janet is a sea woman first class in the Philippine Coast Guard and, and is officially the third Filipino woman to reach the peak of Mount Everest on May 16, 2007. Bellarmino, along with fellow teammate climbers Noel and Karina, are also the first women from Southeast Asia to accomplish the feat. Janet is a native Boyombong, Nueva Ecija. Still remembers how she first grew to love climbing mountains in her younger years by climbing a lot of trees. In college, she trained and became involving in mountaineering. Janet feels blessed to be in an elite company of climbers who have reached the top of Mount Everest, but remains humble in character and her pursuits.